Hello and welcome to another hunt. My name is Mish. For those who don't know me, I'm a metal detectorist and treasure hunter from Australia. Today I'm taking you on a beach metal detecting adventure. This is a rocky beach. There's going to be lots of digging. I typically find lots of little coins here, occasionally bits of jewellery, sometimes sinkers, and sometimes some mystery items as well. So without any further ado, let's grab the gear and let's go hunting. How beautiful is the beach today? Isn't that just peaceful? Look, even if I found nothing, I could sit here and watch that all day. But I have found something. As for what? I'm not sure yet. We've got a bit of a 19 to 20 here. Little grunty. That's probably the last time I'll say little grunty, because pretty much every target here will be a little bit grunty. Reason being, when you see rocks like this, you quite often get multiple targets pulling together. So I'll quite often find rusty nails with coins, with sinkers, and so you can't really rely on the numbers here so much, or how clean they sound. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. High teens, low 20s. Let's dig it. Let's see how many targets we find in this spot. So we're hitting the rock layer now, which means I'm now starting to look for little crevices and cracks in that rock where something might fall in. It's also about time to head in with the pinpointer, because a sand scoop can only do so much when there's a rock base. I don't really want to break my scoop. Alright, so you can kind of see I'm tracing out the edge of a rock when I do this, and I can feel that there's a crevice here. So remove the excess sand. Alright, so whatever it is probably going to need prying out. Just taking you along my thought process here. So I've now got my groundhog tool, just to see if I can flick anything, because it really is quite a small gap. Alright, we have a clay layer, which is a good thing. Could mean something good stuck in there. Except I've flicked whatever it is out. What do we got? Oh, that's not a bad start to the day, guys. $2. Halfway to a coffee on my first coin. I won't argue with that. Next up is a rather strong 8. 7, 8. Whatever it is, it's gotten itself well stuck. No, what is that? That's a coin. It's not silver either. That's what I thought for a moment, but it rang a bit too low for that. So it's just a very well eaten 5-cent piece. It's okay. Check that there's no other signals. I'll sweep it with the Nox when I stand up, but if there's nothing else, we shall move on. Maybe coffee money is going to be easier than expected today. Here we've got 21, 22. It's the right range. Will it be the right target? Or will it be a sinker? What do we got? To me, looks as if we've got our first 1 cent of the day. Yep, that's a copper rim. 1 cent it is. I won't film all of these coin digs because they're all going to be very similar today. They're all going to be in the crevices, but I will make sure to show you what I get. Here I've got a dig in progress. So this one started out as mostly grunts, but just a couple of hints of low 20s in there, really clipped. So I've dug a couple of scoops to check. This is what I'm getting now. Much more clear. 21 to 23, thereabouts. Sounding quite a lot better after a couple of scoops. You just never know till you dig. Let's keep going, let's find out what it is. And it's another rather toasted, but still fun to find 1 cent piece. I'm gonna work that coffee off 1 cent at a time. So what have we got now? $1.07. Bit by bit. No, $2.07. That's right. So we're making good progress. That's okay. Let's move on. Right now I'm chasing a whisper. So this one didn't even give me numbers initially. I could just hear a really faint high ping on the detector, but not enough to get an actual reading. Again, dig a few scoops. It still doesn't sound perfect, but we're sort of getting a 23, 24. Look, maybe it's just going to be another 1 cent piece. I don't know. But it's worth a look. I've dug this far, right? Alright, I think I'm down to doing it by hand from here in. Place your bets whether it'll be a good or a bad target. And we'll see what we get. That was more of a dig than expected. So my pinpointer is roughly about 12-inch long. And that's pretty much how deep it is. I can see the target, can you? Here she comes. $1. Now that was all the way down at a shell layer, so it's obviously protected it from water movement. It looks like it's in pretty good condition, but I still reckon it's probably been gone a little while. So it's a 1994 $1. Excellent, nearly at coffee already. That's what I like. For those new to my channel, I place a coffee at $4 and we're already at $3 and change. Awesome. So I'm working my way across to some loose rocks. You can probably see them in the top right corner there. They're not always visible, so that is a lower area for me to check out today. I've got a couple of signals on my way there. So first one here, 14-15, again very deep, it says 10-inch or more, which is the maximum it can display. And then a bit of a lower 10 to 14 there, again also very, very deep, which means that anything could happen once I start digging. That signal could change quite wildly. All right, let's go digging. So I'm still on the first target, gone as deep as the scoop can go. We're still showing deep, 13, 14, 15. We'll see if we're in pinpoint range and take it from there. Most certainly are. All right. Still got a few little rocks to pry out of the way. Rocky beaches can take a bit of time to get to targets, but also very rewarding because there's generally a lot of stuff trapped. So if you're prepared to work for it, I don't know why I tried to pinpoint with my digger then. Trying to multitask, it doesn't work. Alright guys, that took a bit of digging, but at long last, we have ourselves another coin. And this one is a 20-cent piece. So these normally ring up about a 16. I think initially I got a 14, 15 signal and it even dropped down as far as 13. So again, not particularly trusting the numbers here, but it did give us a ballpark range. Let's see if we can find that other target now. Folks, I haven't moved from this hole, and you probably know why. You always double check your holes. What do you know? There's another signal. Pretty much in the exact same spot where the 20-cent piece came out. I don't know what numbers it rings up as I haven't stood back up to check with the knocks. Just gonna see if I can flick anything else out. Oop, maybe I already have. It's up on the side now. Is that it? That is it. What do we got? We've got another 1 cent piece, I think. Yep, copper edge, 1 cent piece. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, we got it that time. All right, on to the next. So we're on target number 2 now. That's where I got those couple of coins out of. This was initially a 12.13. It's now down to a 9, 10, 11. 5 cent piece, perhaps. Seeing a bit of rusty colour there, that's not a good sign. But you never know. Yeah, that wasn't a good sign, all right. Got one bottle top. And that was it in that spot. But that is our first lightweight target today, so that's not too bad considering. People haven't been littering as much on this beach, which is nice. Let's move on. 20, 21, 22, 23. It says deep. It's probably not going to be as deep as it says here because there's a solid rock base. But it could be a bit of foraging. I'm very keen to see what this is. Let's go. Guys, I've just worked it loose. Have you had a guess as to what it is? Because I know what it is. That is $2, also known as, and some of you just guessed it, coffee money. We have hit coffee target today, guys. In fact, we have surpassed it by a little bit, so might even get a snack with my coffee as well. Awesome. Didn't actually expect the $2, and even the rim felt thinner than that, so I was thinking a 2 cent piece. The next one I'm investigating might be another Goldie, might not. 2021 deep, up against all the rocks. So I'll remove a bit of sand, but then I'm going to have to do this one manually. Not easy diggings, but it's fun. Oh, is that it? That is it. Look at that. $1. Nothing else in there. This is more profitable than I expected today, if I'm completely honest. We're doing well. This target here was a 17-18, and honestly, I was expecting to find one of these way earlier in the hunt. We have our first sinker of the day. Normally find quite a few more of them here, but this is my lucky only one so far. Obviously, the closer I get to the waterline, the more I'm likely to find. But hopefully we'll keep finding more of those goldies too, right? All those rocks that I was talking about walking towards and detecting are absolutely whisper quiet today, so they're the ones at the top of your screen. Not a whole lot going on around them. That's okay, it was worth a shot. Maybe someone else has detected here recently, who knows? So I'm working around the edges down towards the ocean, just seeing what else might be trapped around the rocks. I've got myself a pretty clear 16, hints of 17 here. I'm thinking 20 cent piece or maybe a 50 cent. But let's find out. Oh, I can see that's a coin rim for sure. That's, I reckon, a worn down 20 cent piece. Don't know if you even saw that, but it's where I'm poking right now. Let's see if we can dislodge it. Whatever it is paper thin. There we go. That most certainly will be a 20 cent piece with one rather worn down side. Have a look at this rim. That's about the standard thickness it should be. There. Turn it round. And yep. So I might be able to spend it in person, but I don't think I'll be depositing that one in a machine in a hurry. Moving to another spot. Still near some beautiful water, which I'll show you in a moment. Very loud. 2021. Kind of in line with an aluminium can sound. Extremely punchy, but it's also in that range that it could be the $2 coin or similar. And it's not a spot where I expect to get a signal, so let's have a look here. Sweeping carefully because crabs could be living in this corner. Oh, I can see it. Oh, what? I'm doing well today, guys. It's another $2. Don't believe it. Nice. This day's getting better. All right, I'm going to show you some water. Back in a tick. Just fishing out a sneaky 8-9 signal on my way. Another 5 cent. Always check all crevices that look like this whenever I'm traveling across rocks, because this is where the stuff's going to get stuck. I'll actually get that bit of glass out while I'm here too. Get rid of that. Yes, I find quite a lot of coins, things like copper nails, but just targets in general, always stuck in a row in cracks like these. Anyhow, I said I was going to show you a view. That is exactly what I'm going to do next. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get this target, so I've got a 17-18 and it appears to be, I did pinpoint under about here. So gonna be an effort because I can only just get the signal, meaning that it's probably about here. I'll give it a try. I'm still going on this spot and I do suspect it's probably going to be a bottle cap, and this is probably my greatest hint. So far I've pulled out 3 bits of green glass, one being the neck of a bottle, complete with the crab. Poor little dude. And so that's why I tend to be flicking with this more than my hands. But it is actually a surprisingly deep hole under here, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to get to whatever it is. Anyhow. Well folks, I got it in the end. It wasn't worth the effort. Just a little sinker. So now I've got to work on gently reaccommodating this crab so that I can remove the glass from the beach without upsetting him too much. So, see if I can maybe move him into here. Come on, dude. I don't really want to do this with my fingers, but I don't want to hurt him either. There we go. Awesome. He'll make his own way to a new home, and I'll clean up the beach. Detecting a very tannin-rich rock pool here, and there's always lots of signals in these rock pools, but there's lots of junk too. There's one that's caught my eye. 19, 20, 21. Right signal range for a goldie. Hopefully it's not too hard to get to. Well, whatever it is, seems to be fairly surface. Oh, well, that's not a goldie. Did you catch a sight of that? I'm going to bring it up to you now. That is a ring. And I wouldn't mind betting, while I look for a hallmark here, yep, that is a 925 silver ring. That's beautiful. Not sure what that stone is on the inside, whether it's real or fake. Kind of a cloudy look to it. Let me know in the comments what type of stone you think that is. Nice. I've been chosen. Alright. Whoa, got it. Okay. Went that way. That is. Never a dull moment. Okay. Might resolve this argument and move on. This little crevice here had a 16-17 signal. A couple of targets. First one I pulled out was, I want to say a bullet tip. Yeah, that's a bullet tip. As for which type of projectile, not entirely sure. Let me know if you recognise it. And I also found this. So originally I thought it was actually the bottom of a shell casing. It's not, because it's been painted like a bright chrome colour, so maybe just the cap off. Oh, well, I don't really know. Just junk. Let's get rid of both of them. That bullet tip is pretty darn cool. It looks like it might have had one ring around it, maybe. Not sure. So here's a funny story. I've been working on this for a while. This was a 16-17. I just keep getting signals in here. It is never ending. I've pulled out a whole bunch of nails, so I do suspect that there's more of those in there. And I was so preoccupied on pulling out all the nails, I hadn't even noticed in the rubble that I'd pulled out, there's a coin as well. So this was probably the majority of the signal I got, and it is a 20-cent piece. Who knows if there's more? I am going to stand up, scan it. If I think there's anything else good, I'll keep going. If not, catch you on the next target. This hole here was a 12-13 signal. It's a bit over 12-inch deep. A couple of targets out of this one. The first thing I found was a 10-cent piece, very much in line with the signal I got. There was still a signal in the hole. And I found the base of a shell of some sort. I'm not sure which projectile that was. Maybe 30. Yeah, it looks like a broken off 303. Could be wrong. Can't read that writing, unfortunately. She's been down there a while. Starting to get ready to bail out of here, folks. I've come across a jumpy 10, ever up to 19. Had a bloke come up and have a conversation, and I don't know, you ever get that feeling when someone starts chatting to you that they're sizing up your gear? Because that's kind of what it felt like. So didn't feel comfortable. Now, I wouldn't say I'm a nervous person, you know, I'm more than happy to go for a walk by myself, that sort of thing. But some people just give you that feeling. So I don't think I'll hang around here too much longer. There she is. It is a 5-cent piece. 21 to 23. Sounds nice. there it is. Is that? Oh, that is not what I expected. I was thinking maybe a Goldie. Nope, we're on the pre-decimals, guys. We have ourselves a shilling. Not that it's very easy to read there, but it's a 1956 Ram's Head shilling, 50% silver coin. And always a pleasure to find. It's got a young Queen Elizabeth II on the back. You're going to have to take my word for it there, guys. Oh, ripper. Second silver item of the day. This one is a 1415. Let's see what we got. So many rocks. Well, hopefully we can pinpoint from about there. Oh yes, we're close. Oh, I can see a coin rim. Can I get it out? Yep. That's going to be another 20-cent piece for the collection. Found a couple now. I'm doing pretty good on the money stakes. I haven't been keeping track. But gosh, we might almost be up to 2 coffees at this rate. Nearly out, folks. Got ourselves a 28 roughly. Well, that's worth a look, don't you think? Oh, my poor fingers are wrecked. It's hard work detecting around rocks all day. Just carve away some of this top sand. Get the pinpointer. And we're nearly there. Did I just see something? I think I did. Yes, I did. But I've kept saying all day that I think things are going to be a 2-cent piece, and I think I've actually got a 2-cent piece. Bit hard to tell. Yep. 2 cents. Turns out that one of the last targets I'll get today is possibly one of the easiest to recover. That is a very surface sounding 1920. Oh, in fact, I can actually see the target. That's how shallow it was. But it's not a coin. What have we got here? Oh, that's cute. That's a pendant. I'm wondering whether it's Sailor Moon. Actually, going by the really long pigtails, it could just be an artistic pendant. But I'm thinking with the moon, with the shape of that figure, quite possibly so. I'm sure my daughter will be able to tell me. She's all up with the anime. Very, very cute. It's probably been here a little while going by the tarnish too. Alright. Nice. Well guys, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this beach adventure today. I've had an absolute blast. I've found quite a lot of items, so stay tuned to see a picture of those at the end. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this adventure as much as I did, and as always, I will catch you on my next adventure. Cheers. If you don't know me, my name is Mish. I'm a metal detectorist and treasure hunter from Australia, and it is too windy to keep this recording. I actually tried to record that intro at the start of this video about 50 times over. The wind just kept hitting me as soon as I recorded it, and now that I'm recording this, the wind has stopped. Always way. Well folks, that's it from me. There's only so much my hands can endure. Why does that wind always start when I start filming?